What's up, YouTube? Just got a package in. Supposed to be my 5,000 watt wheel. I have opened it, but I wanted to get this on video. eBay seller. I forget the name of the eBay seller. I put it in the description. But packaging look a little rough. I don't know if it's on them or if it's on, or is it on UPS for tossing it around. I don't know. But we're going to get into this thing here as soon as I get my razor blade. All right. Something was supposed to be in here. It's not in there anymore. You got pieces. It's broke all the hell up. We're going to clear all that out the way. Okay. First thing. Controller. I see some big haul wires there, so, or phase wires, not haul wires, phase wires. See some big phase wires. And along with this, we have these dinky, everybody has hydraulic brakes these days, so why you can't get with the program and put some hydraulic brakes on it? They send you these old cable brakes when you got 5,000 watts. How you gonna slow that down with some? Anyway, I digress. We're gonna go ahead and open. I was gonna save this for last, but we'll open it now. It's not a Savron, whatever it is called. It's one of the off brands. I'm hoping it's gonna be just as good. I guess you can hope, but you want the good stuff, pay the good money. I paid a little cheaper because if you see my other videos, I did 45 with the cheaper stuff. I figure I'd get a little more cheaper, but a little better. So I got a little more cheaper, but a little more better, but cheaper than the best stuff. Sabaton. It's not a Sabaton, whatever you call them controllers. This is, let's see. It ain't have a name on it, just brushless controller. You see it right there. Brushless controller. It's supposed to have, what's that? 72 volts. Current draw 85 amps. Not a whole lot, but I don't know. Y'all do the math. Will that get me 5,000 watts worth? I don't know. I don't know. I say if it gets me 45 miles an hour, like the two I'm using for my all-wheel drive right now, if it gives me 45 out of one wheel, I'm good with that. We'll see. But it's a pretty beefy controller. Like I said, we'll see. All right, that's the controller. Now this is the controller to the controller. I'm assuming. Controller to the controller. Yeah. Up. Controller to the controller. Let's get this. Yeah, I know I got you all over the place right now, but I got you on the test mount so I can do this easy. Instead of trying to, about the same little sideways controller, two little, nothing fancy. I was about to say it don't even have the plastic on it, but it still has the plastic on it. Let's see the plastic right there. It's got a USB on the side. That's a plus. Charge your other items or what have you. We'll see about that. All right, we're gonna set that off to the side. Okay, getting to the meat and bones. We got the all-in-one water connectors. I like this. I wish the other people would do this instead of sending you with those old, when you got to hack and sack some stuff because something done messed up on you, then it's good to have the other one. But this one right here, is a very clean installation. I will say that. Set that off to the side. This little block here for your wire controllers. I mean, I have never used this, but I might this time because it's a bunch of power. And I mean, I don't know if I can make it look neat, because I hate for it to be all over the place. So set that to the side. What we got over here? Okay, we got the grip controls, and it's a bunch of guys on YouTube been saying, you know, these some good grip controllers. I personally like the half controller because I like to have something good to hold on to. You know, it's like you can have your hand on it but not on it, and then you can just twist so I have some half twisters. I'll use mine. It's got the same connection, so this will be a backup for something else or whatever. Yeah. It's all right. And then the other side is not a locking, so you got to push this onto your handlebar. That ain't happening. That ain't. You notice the part that I'm putting over there. That's the part that goes over there. Okay. All right. Now this I do like. I don't like those cadence sensors that you have to put the magnets up there, then you put the sensor on it. It's so simple just to have the magnet and the sensors in the same thing. I mean, come on. Let's get with the picture here. So I like that. I do like that. But I already got the same thing with the same already, so that'll just be an extra. Now, we starting to get to the star of the show. And I hope he ain't bent all the hell up the way it's looking. I have to take it to my boys and have them straighten him out. I hope not. A lot of people like, hey, get a refund back, get a refund. Man, you know how long I had to wait for this thing? Oh my goodness. This mug is heavy. I mean, mind you, I have a hub wheel already. But it is no way the same weight as this boy. No sir. And this don't even look like a 26-inch wheel, but it is. It's just how big that motor is. It's a spring, whatever, blah, 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 blah. You can see the serial number on there. Double walled it like they said. Motorcycle spokes like they said. So everything is pretty much like they said. And I'm going to enjoy this install. I will try to do a total install. I know I'd be hurting y'all with that. I don't do no total install. I see these other people doing the install. I'm like, well, they already did it. Well, I got to do it. You know, I want to have some fun. I just want to get on mine and ride. Now, like he showed in his video, this thing has dual hall sensors in it. These are the phase wires, which are kind of dinky compared to the ones that's on the controller. But anyway, dinky, I guess I said that. Yeah, I can't take it back now. It's too late. Anyway, they're not as beefy as the ones that's on the controller. But, yeah, got a little stuff flying in, you know, it's okay. But they're not as shabby as the ones that's on my all-wheel drive. But my ones on my all-wheel drive, they took 2,000 watts themselves. So hopefully this little bit of thickness right here, get the camera right. This little bit of thickness right here will, let's see by my finger. I got some pretty big fingers. I mean, you know, not expecting you to know how big they are, but some pretty big fingers. Yeah, they pretty beefy. Wire's pretty beefy. And the motor is definitely beefy. Way beefier than my all-wheel drive. And you know what? I'm looking at this, but I swear this don't look like no 26-inch. We're gonna measure this. I'm gonna be kind of upset. This ain't no 26-inch. Yeah, that's what it is. 22 and a half, yeah. Everybody think 26 inch supposed to be 26 inch, but it ain't 26 inch. We'll take it around and compare it to the other guy. I had to kill the other guy. Yeah, you know where I took that from. He was a good guy. But he liked to play by the rules. I don't like to play by the rules. So, let me get this up there for you. It's just that the motor is that much beefier, and it makes it look like it's less wheel there. But that is definitely a 26er. Once I put the tire on it, yeah, definitely a whole lot beefier than my wheel. All right, well, oh yeah, and this is my all-wheel drive. I need to do a video. I know on my page I showed you it, but this is the one that's got up to 45. Actually, I blew up one of my 2,000 watt controllers. I ordered, at first it had two 1500s on it. Two 1500, I think they're like 29 amp controllers. You know, they come with these Vermont kits, right? Walmart kits. So what happened was I ordered two more 2,000 watt, I think they're like 45 amps a piece controllers. And I figured, well, hell, I get, because with the originals, I was getting 35, 38, you know, it depends. But the thing was, I went up to a 72 volt battery, so I had to change the controllers. That was my thought. One of my controllers of the old Walmart ran off the 72, and it's still running the front because I blew up the front when it twisted out of the fault. Yeah, I should have known that much power, but it did it. So now I have, I don't know if you can see that or not. I have, get that right. I have a torque arm on that side, and I also have a torque arm on this side now. So no more twisting out for this boy. If you twist out of that, then it just was meant to twist out. That's all it is to it. But I'm not changing this one. I'm gonna order another front wheel and keep this all-wheel drive. I may even order another 2,000 controller. I'm not sure. The 1500 is doing good, but when I had the 2,000 on there, I was riding next to my cousin, and on his speedometer it said 51. On my GPS speed that I showed you with the 45, it said 49. But he said I was doing 51 by his car speed. Maybe he was just catching up with me. I don't know. So I'll probably just order another one of those controllers. If anybody know of anyone who fixes those controllers, I mean, the controller was cheap. It's like $69, so I'm not arguing with that. So I'll probably order another controller so I can have the same wattage on both. And I mean, that thing, it took off with those two on there. Night and day from the original 1500s that were on there, night and day. But right now, the thing is, I towed this motor down, checked the hall sensors, saw where the wire was connecting on the phase wires. It was a little spot in there where you could see where it was connecting. And when you spun it, it was like, it was stiff. So that's saying that they were touching ground or something. So that fed back and obviously blew the controller. But now that I've straightened that out and put new wire in there, the motor is still making this noise when it gets up to about 30 something miles an hour, about 38, give or take. You saw it in my video. If you watch my previous videos when I were going up to 45, it makes this humming sound, and it's like once it gets past that, bam, it's smooth again. But that's like cruising speed. That's like the speed I like to cruise at. So it's really aggravating to have it at that point. So order another motor. Hopefully that fixes that. I don't know what inside the motor tore up, or because everything I looked at looked like it was good. Hall sensors, I did a hall sensor test with my little hall sensor machine, and they're saying all that was good. So I don't get the reason why it's making that noise. If you have some kind of idea, you can let me know. But this is a Dynamite Mongoose fat bike. I did have a suspension fork on the front, but the way those suspension forks are made, there was no way I could put the wheel on and have it on within it. I mean, it wasn't even that much into the fork because of the way the fork made. And I didn't want to grind down on that aluminum on that fork and take that chance on that. I thought the steel would be strong enough, and it has a little more, and it was sitting back in there a whole lot more. So I figured it was okay, but even with that, it bent that out. So like I said, I already went through and did the forks up, so it's not going to twist out anymore. So I'm not worried about that. But yeah, I'm probably going, I know I'm rambling on, but try to explain stuff. Now, I'm gonna say this. We're gonna move him out of the way. Now, number two. This is number two in the fact that I bought it after I bought the Dynamite. I bought it used for a very good price, and I have done a lot to it. Of course, you can see it's a single. It started out as a single, but it's a 30, I want to say it's a 30 single up front. And in the back, I got a 46. It goes up to a 46. So it's good just riding it as a bike. That's one reason that I might just keep this one, but I'm thinking about somebody's got to get sold because, yeah, I went and did it. I got a bomber bike coming. I'm going to build it slow because I want to get all the stuff I need to get right. And probably going to use an 8,000 watt wheel with that. I want to be maximum speed. Gonna have to get a big battery, so that's gonna cost a little bit. But I'm thinking about keeping this for my regular just bike riding. But it has a 1,000 watt Bafang, and if anybody want to drop me an offer, I might let it go. It has a 52 watt. What is it? You up or you something? Another company. It's got a 52 watt battery. And it has the, I just turned the power off. Okay, power back on. I forget what display that is, but it's a nice display. I like that display. That's the best display I ever had. But yeah, I'm thinking about letting this go. Like I said, it's got the suspension forks on it up front. They're not rock shocks or rock, whatever you call those shocks. It's the Himalo. And yeah, I'm thinking about letting that one go. Drop me an offer. Let's see. But I'm not gonna change that. I think this one's gonna I know this one's gonna stay like it is because I'm gonna sell it to somebody or something. Cause that's gonna go. The bomber is gonna replace that one. The bomber is gonna replace that one. This one is the one I built from ground up, and it's also a Mongoose, but it is a single speed, which I put the 1,000 watt Bafang mid drive on. And it's nice, it's okay. And I've really been thinking about doing that other controller that controls the thing, because they showed that that thing is a beast. The only thing that scares me is all that torque, it's gonna break that chain, or it's gonna tear up that gear hub I have in the back. So yeah, I'm thinking, but actually this is the one that the kit I just showed you is supposed to go on. So decisions. And at that point, I'm gonna probably want to sell the Bafang. And then another thing I was thinking about doing is taking that Bafang and putting it on here with those gears and with that hub, and there'll be like a complementary thing. Like if that goes out, then you got your chain. If the chain goes out, then you got the hub. So it'll be like a fail safe for this one. And they'll both run off the 52. So yeah, thinking about doing that, and then just putting the one I just got on this here, my homemade. Being that it's got that drop out in the back, that's not going to twist out of that. It's going to be held in there good. I'm still going to put the torque arms in there to hold it too, but it's going to be a beast on that. I'm thinking it'll be a beast on that. It's already set up for the 72 volt battery. I had it on here already. It fits. That's good. Right now it has a 48 in it, and I'm going to take my two 48s, and I did the math and did all the calculations, and I'm gonna make me a 72 out of that, 20 amp hour. And the leftovers, I don't know what I'm gonna do with the leftovers. I guess I'll make some little whatever batteries for it, just whatever with the leftover batteries, but it's gonna be some leftovers. But yeah. So that's the end of my rambling. And when the bomber bike come, I'm gonna say somebody got to go, but man, you know what? I like all my bikes. But I think I'm gonna really like this one. I'm gonna hate I gotta get rid of this rear, because obviously that's gotta go. So I already got the stuff to replace that hub. I know some people might be saying, well, just swap it out with that one and put it over. Yeah, that'd be a good idea too, but I already bought the stuff, so I already got it. Because my plans were to sell the mid-drive to fund more on my bomber. So I don't know. Something's gonna get sold some kind of way. I don't think I'm gonna keep it all, put it up for sale. If somebody give me a good price, I'm not gonna give it away. So, because I haven't had this stuff for a year yet. I haven't had it for a year. None of it. I think it's coming up on a year, but I hadn't had it for a year. So, yeah, I'm not going to give it away. It doesn't have that many miles on them. The bikes, well, not this one, but these two bikes have over 1,000 miles apiece on them. So, because I've been riding them regular bikes for the longest. That one, the Dolomite almost killed me. And I still got it. My sister said get rid of it, but I'm not. It was user error, wasn't the bike fault. And it came through with no scratches. The seat got mushed up a little bit, and I think the handlebar, I had to buy more handlebars because they got bent. But that was about it. So, I don't know. Some of these kits, one of these kits has got to go. I'm thinking it's gonna be the mid-drive kit. Or it might be this hub drive kit. I don't know. It's hard to get rid of these because you have to get rid of them with somebody who has a fat bike. It won't work with a regular bike. I think the mid-drive wheel, you can just put spacers in it, and your pedals will be out a little further on a regular bike. But if you put the spacers in there the right way, you should be all right. Spacers on the front and the rear of where the lockdown goes, you should be good. Put it on a regular bike, but I don't know. I just have some extra parts. We'll see. But the goal is over 40 and possibly 50. Possibly 50. Everybody with 72 volts, I see they do 50 or more. So, like I said, my dual, or I say all-wheel drive, was doing 50 basically until the front of that messed up. So I was more than happy with that. It was on them things. It's 50 miles an hour. That's no joke. But we gonna pop him onto this one, and we're gonna see what it do. And I'll try to do a video on it. I've rambled on enough. I'm done. And that's it. Like, comment, and subscribe, please. And I'll see you on the next one.